Hi everyone. One of the most common things I hear, both online and in therapy, is I'm not anxious, I just overthink. And I get it. Overthinking has become a personality trait now. We casually say it like, I can't help it, I'm an overthinker. So let's understand this. What really separates overthinking from anxiety? And how do we know it's crossed the line? And most importantly, how can we manage it in a healthy and realistic way? Let's ask some questions to the psychologist. So, what exactly is overthinking? Is it always bad?
When we talk about overthinking, that's actually your mind looping around that same thought again and again. It's analyzing, replaying, or even trying to find answers. But let's be honest, a little bit of reflection has always been healthy. It helps us to plan, it helps us to learn. But when it becomes very constant, it starts to drain us. That's why in psychology we call this rumination. That's your repetitive thinking that's not leading to any real action or even relief. Rumination, what it does is it reinforces your negative emotions and keeps your stress hormones high. So, really, it's not your thinking that's the problem. It's basically when your thinking gets stuck in a loop and not able to come out of that.
Then, how is it different from anxiety?
So, when we talk about anxiety, it's not just mental but physiological too. That means your body has been involved. Think of that tightness in your chest, your fastened heartbeat, and even racing thoughts. That means your flight or fight system has been activated. And your prefrontal cortex, that's your logical part of the brain, it has become quieter. That's why your anxiety thoughts often feels much bigger. So in therapy, we often say that overthinking stays in your head and anxiety involves body. But that's only one key difference, but both are deeply connected.
Can overthinking actually lead to anxiety?
Yes, definitely. So the more you overthink, the more your brain associates it with threat. You must have seen that whenever you are imagining a worst case scenario, your body reacts the same way as if it's actually happening because the nervous system does not know what's imagination and what's reality. And this chronic activation of stress can lead to generalized anxiety or even panic patterns. That's why catching these loops is actually very important before your anxiety becomes habitual.
So, why can't we just stop overthinking? People always say just don't think so much.
I really wish it worked that easily, but your brain does not function that way. Imagine you're telling yourself, do not imagine that thought, and the very thought comes back. That's actually someone telling you, do not imagine that pink elephant, and that's all you can see. So, what we call this? This is called ironic process theory. It means that whenever you are suppressing a thought, it rebounds even stronger. In therapy, our goal isn't to stop these thoughts altogether. It's basically changing your relationship with them. And how can you do it? You can do it by techniques like mindfulness, diffusion, or even labeling. Like this is anxiety, or this is worry, or this is fear. And it can help you create those distance with them. Once you start to create those distance, something really powerful happens. Your thought does not change overnight or do not disappear, but they lose their grip on you.
What really helps in managing overthinking and anxiety?
Evidence-based strategies from CBT mindfulness, they work really beautifully. The first one is awareness. That's actually the first step. So whenever you have a negative thought, just ask yourself, is it actually helping me or just repeating itself? Because once you have that awareness, that's when change begins. Next would be grounding. That is bringing yourself to the present. You can focus it like what you can hear, see, or feel right now. Because once you are here, you start to feel safe. Next would be a really powerful technique from CBT called cognitive restructuring. That is, whenever you have a what if thought, just ask yourself, what evidence do I have? It's not about forcing positivity. It's basically shifting your brain from automatic worry to a more balanced thinking. Next from ACT, we have labeling. It sounds really simple, but labeling your thought like this is worry or this is fear, you can just see your thought as a thought and not a fact. And last would be movement and breath. It's very underrated. Just doing light stretching or taking short breaks, it helps to calm our emotional brain. These aren't quick fixes. It's our daily practices that helps us to build resilience. And over time, your thought gets easier to handle.
Is overthinking ever about low confidence or the need for control?
Often, yes, it is. So, overthinking can be mind's way of feeling safe when uncertainty feels uncomfortable. And for others, it can be like if they control everything, nothing bad will happen to them. In psychology, we often see links between them, between overthinking, perfectionism, and that's what called intolerance of uncertainty. That means not knowing any outcome almost feels unbearable. That's why in therapy we try to explore these deeper roots as to why the mind is feeling uncomfortable. Because once your emotional safety increases, you stop the urge of over planning or over analyzing things. So, next time you find yourself overthinking, just pause and ask yourself, is this thought helping me or keeping me stuck? Overthinking and anxiety sit on the same spectrum. One is mental and one is physiological, but that's only one aspect. It's not about fixing how your mind works, it's basically understanding it with curiosity and not criticism. Because our goal isn't to stop thinking, but to think in a healthier way.